would you be without your stories?
Yes.
Frightening proposition for
Yeah.
people who are invested in their stories, but as you're demonstrating right now, a peaceful alternative to the frantic recitation of these crazy stories we make up about ourselves, others, and the world.
Exactly so. We get so caught up in the words that make up the stories that we lose track of the spaces between the words, without which the words have no meaning. If you have no spaces between the words, they all run together. But that's how we are. We're so totally caught up in that objective polarity, the forms of the letters that make up the words, that make up the sentences, that make up the stories, the spaces, the emptiness between them, the subjective polarity is there. So if we can just slow down a little bit and be aware of the spaces between the words as we are speaking and as we are listening. And we did this in the book, and as we were writing, we wrote that in and said, okay, slow down now. Notice your breathing. Notice the spaces between the words, and pause for a moment and experience that with a little focus on balance, what happens? Your awareness expands. You experience exactly what we're talking about, that happiness is the essence of life. It is your true nature. It is who you are, and it's as available to you as your focused awareness, your wakefulness in any moment.
It's even tangible as we speak right now.
Of course.
Using the medium of television, radio as well, the ultimate terror is dead air, space. And yet, in the spaces between your words and between us, over the time we've been speaking, I've certainly felt an increase in the tangibility of the feeling of contentment and peace. It's very real.
Yes. People are afraid of the empty spaces of life. People are afraid, they're ill at ease in a conversation when all of a sudden it goes silent. Because what they know is the words. What they don't know is the silence. Fear is never about what we don't know. It's always about the relinquishment of what we know. We're secure in our words. We're secure in our thoughts. We're secure in our minds and our beliefs. But when they stop and empty spaces open up, we're not so willing to go there. And yet, when we do, when we simply notice that that's the very nature of life, it's relative. There are spaces and there are words. And in that natural balance, when we flow with it, there is a beauty to life, a joy to life that we miss when we are not open to it.
Yeah, the peace that passes understanding.